leave out of there with like extra cinnamon, like in a little to-go, like just like I'd have like a $27 coffee in there, dude. I was buying all the roast from her. She had like Ghana, the missing person roast or whatever that they came out with for that kid or whatever. I bought the I bought the boating like the stuff they did a fundraiser for a boating accident. I bought that shit. I had so much coffee in my car. I had like the stuff from like Estonia, Zimbabwe, like all the shit, Middle East, Madagascar or whatever. I had like coffee for kids or whatever, and they shouldn't even kids aren't even supposed to drink it. And I had like 2 pounds of that in my car, dude. I had so much coffee that I'd bought from this girl just to go talk to her, and at the end, at one point, if I even got in my car and I cut the heat on, dude, it would just be like, it literally was turning into like a roaster in my car. And if I did the thing where you close so you don't get any outside air conditioning, just like to smell myself type of whatever that setting is, bro. And you just dude, I would cut that on. I'd be awake for 1 month. Couldn't close there was so much coffee in my car. I remember going through a drive-through one time and somebody's like, "Oh, are you selling coffee?" And I was like, "Fuck no. What are you talking about? I'm just hitting someone without
Damn.
What do you mean am I buying if dude, I had so much coffee, bro. If I even went and sat in my car, it would wake me up. People would be like, "Dude, are you tired or whatever?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am. I'm just gonna go." I'd go sit in my car for 50 seconds. I'd come back in, and I'd be fine. I could work for another half a day. That's how it was. I was turned. Vandy, we freaking turned. Shout out to my boy Diego Pavia over there in Baltimore, man. Blessings to him, bro. Yeah. What else is going on, bro? Let's take some calls. As always, the hotline, 985-664-9503. I got this one right here.
Hey, Theo. It's Michael from Utah.
What's up, Big Mike? Hey, Mike. Onward?
I've been with my girlfriend for about, maybe 8 months now, and I love her. I love her, man, and she loves me, and for the whole time we've been together, I've just been overtaken by all this jealousy, man, of kind of her past. And she's told me some things that, she did before we met that, don't exactly align with, where I'm at or where I've been at, and I've struggled to not hold it against her. I've struggled to forgive and forget and just accept and love unconditionally, and I don't know, man, things just keep coming up. I keep hearing things and kind of just hurts, and I know I probably do it to myself, but I'm just asking for maybe a little bit of your advice, man. What do you think? Maybe what can I do to just get outside of myself, to stop putting myself in the center of the universe, and just love.
Dude, that's a great question, man. Wow. What can I do to just love, bro? Man, if that was our national anthem, man, I bet we'd all be in a different place. Or especially our international anthem as well.
True enough.
Yeah, I think, there's some things like it's easy for me to say, right? Like I've made some mistakes in this realm, man. I was
Black
jealous.
Ops 3, please don't crash.
I kind of created unrealistic expectations for people that they could never live up to. And I would hold like old stuff against girlfriends. Yeah, I've done that. Like stuff they can't even how people can't do time travel. They can't go change something. And so if I'm holding something like that against somebody, and I know that they can't change it, then it really says something about me, And I need to make a choice. Do I either want to, can I really not live with it?
Third time's the charm.
Or am I just afraid of like what other people will think? If I date somebody that's had like different past partners or this or that, what are they gonna think? I was always like, what would other people think of this girl I'm dating? What would other people think of her? Man, I lost some good opportunities because of that. Now, instead of what would I think, what do I think? And maybe she need, bro. Maybe what if it's like, hey, I'm gonna be the person, so you don't have to. Like, I wonder, did she even want to like live in something, like if she was like out and about, or if it's a girl and a guy was out and about, like maybe they didn't even really want to be living that way. And maybe now you're like this thing, you're this person, you're finally this person that's gonna be like, I'm gonna make sure they don't have like I'm gonna be there for them no matter what, so they don't have to. They don't ever have to like put themselves out there like that again. They're gonna be fulfilled, right? They're gonna know that I'm here for them. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know if that's crazy to say. I haven't had success doing that, but I'm just thinking, man, what if we were like, what if we were the kind of boyfriends that it was like, oh, I'm not gonna be like that. I'm not gonna hold your past against you. I'm gonna
Black Ops 3 is.
I'm gonna make sure that you have somebody that's gonna be right there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure you don't ever have to live that way again if you don't want to. That you don't have to operate in these certain circles if you don't want to. I don't know. That's tough, dude. I wasn't good at it, man. I would just be like, because it gave me something, always this little extra card of like, oh, why I can be upset, right? It gave me a chance to have one foot out of the relationship. That's the truth. That's the truth, bro. But imagine if you could be like, I'm going to be the person, so this girl doesn't ever have to worry again.
There should be a 3
They don't ever have to worry if they're going to have somebody's going to be there for them. They don't ever have to, like, give themselves away to an environment they're not sure about. They don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to be
Dude, what the fuck?
this man that they've been needing. So, I don't know, man. I'm not preaching at you. I'm just thinking out loud. What if the calendar did that to us, right? What if the calendar, and I don't know who owns the calendar or whatever, probably Bezos or Lutnick or whatever, but what if the calendar, like you'd had a day years ago that wasn't good, right? Or you'd had a week years ago that wasn't even that good, right? And what if the calendar just suddenly like made you relive it, like life's going a certain way, and now the calendar is like, oh, I'm throwing in 2011 at you. It was a Wednesday, remember that? Bam. And you're like, what the fuck? This is so weird. So that's kind of what I was doing when I was acting like that. What about this old thing, this old day, this old relationship? Why don't we live that shit again? Why don't we go through that shit again? Because I really didn't want there to be enough. I wanted a reason that this wasn't going to work. That's what I wanted. But it's not really what I wanted. What I really wanted was I wanted it to work. But I was afraid to commit to it. I was afraid to commit to it. So let me keep bringing these old things along. Let me keep bringing these old hurdles. But one day somebody will get tired of jumping over those with you, bro, and then you just standing there with a bunch of old hurdles and shit. Just like a PE coach that's out of work that's been, just using in their car at lunch or whatever. And that shit. So, anyway, I don't know if that helps or not, bro. But, man, what if we could all be brave enough, to love the person that we love like we know they should be loved, right? I think that's what I mean, bro. What if we could all be brave enough to do that? But praise God, bro. Let's get another one, man. What we got here?
Hey, Theo. This is Jared from Indiana.
What's up, Jared? And congratulations on your new Indiana Bears. Onward.
Love your show. I was just wondering if you've got any advice for a man who never had a father, and now he's trying to raise 3 boys. The youngest one's 1, and I named him after you. I love everything you do. I don't know. I want to be the father that I never had, but sometimes it gets hard, man. You can probably hear him in the background. But if you got any advice for me, love you, man.
Oh, yeah, that loud one, that must be me. That must be me, bro. The loud one, the chatty one back there. The one back there selling dime bags or whatever, bro. Selling QP, bro. You know what I'm saying? Pushing weight. That's me. Bro, it's a thoughtful call to think about this, especially around Father's Day, just to think. Like, you know, I think what I would do, I would write down the stuff maybe that you feel like you didn't get, and then you'll kind of have your answers, I think. For me, I think some of it would have just been direction. It would have been like, maybe if my father would have put his hand on the back of my neck more. That's like a very fatherly son or parental type of thing. The back of the neck. And not looking at your children with judgment. You know, I was looked at with judgment a lot. Mostly judgment. In fact, probably 250% judgment. So that's how I learned that the only way to operate in the world was judgment. That was like the currency. You know? It was like, oh, I'm going to judge you. That's kind of how I showed affection, was through, oh, I'm going to judge you less. If that sounds, I mean, I don't know if that sounds real to anybody or not. You think that's real, Halston?
That's actually really interesting.
But yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Oh, well, I think it makes perfect sense, because if somebody judges, if the only look I see in a parent's eyes is judgment, then that's all I'm going to do of myself, and it's all I'm going to do probably of others, especially if it's like if there's like intimacy or just communication. So, yeah, that's what I did. And it's a survival skill that can help you a lot, because you're judging things. You get really good at judging this, judging that. You know what I'm saying? You get really good. But it'll keep you alone, too. It can, anyway. So, but blessings to you, bro. Happy Father's Day to you. And I'm just thinking out loud, too, bro. I don't know any of this. I'm not a scientist. You know. But yeah. So, but blessings to you, bro. Tell little Theo I said, what's up, bro? Type shit. BLM. I'll see him in the streets. Boy, gang. Let me see what else we got here.
Hey, Theo, it's Mason. I just had a
What's up, Mason? Thank you for calling, brother.
question for you. You know, I kind of just wanted to see what you thought about it, what you
You know, caught a little Wisconsin there, boy. You know, or Illinois, maybe onward.
do. The other day, I walked into a gas station, and there was a man who clearly had Down syndrome. He didn't look the oldest,
Oh yeah, the ops.
and he was trying to buy some beer. And I kind of read the situation and knew what was going on. But the clerk actually, you could tell he didn't know what to do. And he kind of looked at it, and he actually turned to me, like, sir, what do you think of this? And I don't know if I should feel bad, but I told him it looked good. And he sold to clearly underage man with Down syndrome alcohol.
Of course, dude. If a guy's
Oh
into
yeah,
it,
dude,
give
you
him a
definitely
fucking
give him the
break.
alcohol. They fuck yeah.
Give him a break. Cut his work hours a little bit. Like,
That's
dude,
funny
I
as
remember when
fuck.
we were growing up, if a guy had Down syndrome, you'd give him a beer. You'd even get some beer from inside. If your dad wouldn't give you a whole can, you'd come and just give him, and just let him just drink it out of your hands, brother. Like, you got to support people. You know, people with Down syndrome love to drink beer because I think it has sugar in a lot of it's sugar based. Why do Down syndrome people love beer? Oh, it just shows a picture of Ireland. So county court. Dude, it's like I believe. Look, if somebody has Down syndrome, or if they might have it or whatever, I think you got to let them drink, bro. That's the type of place I'm from. You know, I almost had it. I was on the ropes, and I think you gotta let people cook if they have it. And yeah, dude, when I was growing up, we had a guy who had, I don't know what he had. He had something pretty strong, and we'd give him $50, $60, go in there, bro. One time, bro, this kid Damien, dude. And bro, one time we give him the money to go in there, and he fucking went out the back, dude. He went out the back and ran up there to a senior center and broke down a bunch of the wall art in the windows in there. So, you know what I'm saying? We never got our money back though. But the shit I'm talking about is like, you don't know what's popping, bro. You don't know what's popping. So I don't think we should hold somebody back from having a good time. I do think the underage thing, but if somebody has Down syndrome, bro, I say let them cook. You know what I'm saying? I say let them cook, bro. But yeah, I mean, should you feel bad about it? I don't know. I mean, as long as y'all aren't making fun of the guy or doing something like that, as long as y'all aren't, you know, plus people want to feel included. Buying beer is like kind of like a ritual when you're underage. I'm not saying, you know, I'm not sitting here condoning it. Don't do it. I got to say that for legal reason. But people do it. You know, even Down syndrome people do it apparently. So, whatever, bro. You know, he might not even have Down syndrome. He might just live too close to a data center, bro. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker, he might be all hopped up on data and shit. You know? So, let's take another call here. Speaking of data centers, actually.
Hi, my name is Amy Tompkins. What I would love is if Theo Vaughn could talk about or even mention the fact that a Georgia company is building an AI data center right next to the Nashville Zoo and right next to an elementary school. So like smack dab in the middle of these two innocent, beautiful creatures on God's planet, these evil ghouls are coming in and destroying the air,
Dude, that's
the water,
true enough.
the
They are
environment,
fucking ghouls,
you know,
dude.
the earth, everything that we have. I mean, these animals are already in a zoo, okay? And now they're going to come in and do this to it. So
Fucking
it's like,
fry their brains with
I'm just
data
trying to
center.
do whatever I can to bring attention to this.
Amen. Thank you for calling. I agree, bro. Now the thing is, they got data everywhere. I'll say this, dude. On behalf of everybody that's human and has a heart, fuck AI, bro. Fuck AI. I don't have any friends actual that are ever like, hey, AI, how's AI? You know what I'm saying? Nobody's doing that shit. We're already fine. We can already order our food fast enough. We can already watch a movie if we want on our phone. Like, we don't need anything else. I don't know who else needs more shit. I don't want any data, bro. They got too much data. Now what happens? The kid, you know, the kid's playing at school or whatever.
Here we
He
go.
falls
Come on,
in
baby.
they got a puddle of
Oh,
data
no.
outside of the
We're
data
gonna
center
find
or
out.
whatever, and he's got a bunch of data and shit on his shirt or whatever. You can't, you know, he's got a bunch of like
Damn.
Love Island episodes that won't come out.
Oh.
You know,
Oh.
stained up for sure, especially the new season. Bit much, but it's like,
Oh,
you know,
fuck!
and how does that even work?
Damn!
They got
I
a
wish you
data
would have
leak at
took
the
him
factory.
something
Now he's
out, dude.
your
Took his
kid,
fucking
you know,
live
little
points
Ricky's
down.
got a bunch of data stuck in his leg or
Yeah,
something.
go ahead. In
You know,
that
he's got a
turn.
bunch of fucking maps of like from the 1300s or whatever.
Come
Or he's
on,
got a
heart
bunch
of
of
the cards,
Epstein
baby. Give
files
me
that's
that
stuck in
sword.
his
It's
spinal
revealing
column or
light,
something
dude.
'cause of the-
Fuck. Oh, damn. Is this safe from
You
the
know,
gravy?
the data.
Oh.
He's just got emails
Alright,
stuck
dude.
in his skin or whatever. You know, it's just like,
I'll take that.
we don't want any data, bro. We don't want any. Nobody wants a data center, dude. Nobody wants it. And the people that want them, to me, bro, they seem kind of evil. It's like, what's going to happen? You know, you fall down and you get a bunch, you know, a bunch of loose data flies out of the factory or something now, and your kid's got, you know, he's got 5 episodes of Dutton Ranch or whatever stuck in his neck or something. It's gotten crazy. We don't want it. Nobody wants the shit. And so here's what I think. I really believe this. I think I really believe it. I don't know, but I believed it yesterday. I believe that some people know how to live forever. They've cracked the code. And so suddenly, they have to put the rest of us, they have to lock us down. They have to. Because if everybody finds out about it, then everybody's going to be able to do it, right? There's got to be some people have to take, like, have to separate themselves. And I think this is how they're doing it. They're creating these data centers. It's all just going to, it's all, I think, going to be, I believe, this is my hypothesis, theory, that they're going to all, it's all going to be locked in with these flock cameras, or some company like this, Palantir, one of these companies is going to be owning all of this information. They're going to put it all in. It's all going to be, all going to be locked down. Everybody, you're not going to be able to live or do anything that feels human, right? There's going to become this kind of score, this sort of like social and even emotional sort of credit score. And then AI is going to become, it won't ever really, but it's going to try to become like our new God, right? Because I think people go to God for their feelings, for help, for hope, right? They lay their faults at the feet of Jesus for hope, right? And you're going to have to like appease somehow. You're going to have to do well enough for the data center to grant you whatever you then need, right? Does that sound crazy, Alston?
No.
So that's why they need, because what does anybody thought, what data do we already have? Like, we're sharing pictures, we're sharing phone, we all have video in the cloud. Like, we all have this stuff that, there's millions of episodes of different movies and all of this in the cloud. What do they need? They're asking for a lot of, suddenly they need, that's a lot of space to just need data everywhere. So yeah, it's unbelievable, bro. It's unbelievable. I could talk more about it. I would love to know more people's thoughts about it, but I don't give a fuck about it. I don't see what it's going to do for us. I don't understand to be human. I think we've let a lot of tarantulas that aren't human start to take over society, and we're seeing the repercussions of that. And some of us, we didn't let it happen. But I believe that, yeah, the devil is alive, bruh. The devil is alive, and the devil is a liar, bruh. Anyway, I'm not trying to preach on it. I think some of it just makes me mad, and it's scary. They're putting it by a zoo. It's like they're rubbing it in our face, like, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of that is showing control. They're putting it by a school or whatever. Some kid, he's on the swing set and he just hits his head like there's some data going through the air or whatever, and he hits his head on some fucking data or whatever. Now he's got a concussion, and he's just stuck singing Spotify lyrics, just a bunch of data. He's just sitting there, reciting just Larry Fleet and the Castellos and Luke Bryan and Morgan Wallen deep cuts. It's like, it's I don't know, bro. I don't know what's going to happen, man. And some girl today, she said, and when do we stand up? It's a good question. I don't know. There must be something attractive in us just watching our demise. Like, I don't know. I don't know if that makes any sense. I do want to get the president of Mexico on here, Miss Claudia Sheinbaum. I will come to Mexico City. I want to come down there. So I would love to get the president of Mexico on, just to learn. I want to learn about the Mexican-American relationship from a Mexican point of view, from a leader there point of view. Not, I just want to learn more. I think it would be exciting. And so this is my beacon for that. I'm trying to speak what I would like. And I would love to know, how do our laws, like the laws that we make here, how does that affect things that happen in Mexico? What are the truths about cartel stuff in Mexico? I would love to know about what are some of the big long-term goals of Mexico? Just things like that. It's interesting because I don't ever learn about it. I probably could, but it would be nice to learn in person. So that is something I'd like to have that opportunity if you would grant it to me. Amen. What else? Oh yeah, bro. Let's talk about Atlanta. Atlanta's got the most flock cameras, bro. Yeah. Speaking of, also just going back real quick to the data center, the company behind the Nashville Zoo data center, the one that's near there, allegedly is DC Blocks. So let me look at them. Who owns DC Blocks? Primarily owned by Post Road Group and Bain Capital Credit. Owned by Alternative Investment. Jonathan Levine. John Wright. Firm-wide strategic direction is steered by managing partners David Gross and chairmen such as Steve Pagliuca and Josh Beckenstein. This is all AI overview. This is from Google AI. Atlanta-based DC Blocks proposed building a 24-acre, two-building data center campus at 648 Grassmere Park. That's unbelievable, dude. I go drive over there all the time. I go to a meeting not far from there. Unbelievable. The Nashville Metropolitan Council passed an initial temporary moratorium that seeks to restrict larger-scale data centers from being built within a half mile of homes. Bro, the thing is that most of the flock cameras now. I saw one the other day. Just saw one the other day over there by the donut shop, bro. I was giving me a couple donuts, bro. I was a little depressed at night. I pulled up over there, and they had some kids over there milling around. But I waited in my car about 11 minutes, bro. Waited till their mom came and picked them up because I just didn't want to be embarrassed, bro. And then I walked in there, got me a couple donuts, bro. And on the way out, I saw a flock camera. I was sitting in my car eating donuts, seeing a flock. But Atlanta's got the most, bro. Let me see. Flock Group Incorporated, doing business as Flock Safety, is an American manufacturer and operator of security hardware and software, particularly automated license plate recognition, video surveillance, and gunfire locator systems, bro. Dude, I saw a video the other day. It was like the Block versus Flock, bro. And it was a lot of gangsters and bangers out there in the streets. And what they were thinking of Flock cameras, man. Because that's really where it's going to, because a lot of like gangs, they own certain territory. But now these Flock cameras are coming in saying they own it. So that's, you know what I'm saying? That's the battle we going to see soon, bro. Flock versus the Block, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, they're going to have surveillance on what? All of these bangers, bro? I'm curious, bro. Ain't no blood, ain't no cripping because of Flock? Dang, bro. It's going to be interesting, man. Let's take another call. We got a lot of calls that have come in.
Before we do that, here's what you can do as a citizen to oppose the Nashville Zoo data center. So you can sign the petition on change.org titled Nashville Zoo says no to proposed data center.
Okay, great. And we'll put the link to that in here. We'll put it in here in the YouTube information.
Cool.
Starting a business? Put it in the right hands with LegalZoom. Because the last thing you'd want to do is let it fall into the wrong hands. With easy-to-use tech and 25 years of experience, LegalZoom offers personalized support to help ensure your business is formed accurately and complies with state regulations. So if you need a legal hand, visit LegalZoom. LegalZoom provides access to independent attorneys and self-service tools. LegalZoom is not a law firm and does not provide legal advice.
What does the $7 big deal meal get you at Sonic? The real question is, what doesn't it get you? For the $7, you score a classic Sonic cheeseburger, medium fries or tots, a medium drink plus premium chicken bites. That's not a snack. That's not a just grab something real quick. That's a full meal. Then some. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking burger in one hand, tots in the other, chicken bites just hanging out like, yeah, we came to. Squat up. Only thing it doesn't get you is a bigger dashboard in your car to hold your $7 spread. But that's what cup holders are for. We've all done it. Enjoy a full meal plus premium chicken bites for just $7 only at Sonic. Live free, eat Sonic. I want to tell you about a little miracle, guys. Something just a little. Sometimes the Lord comes down and just tickles the world, and he did that. And what I'm talking about is Blue Chew Gold. That's what I'm talking about. The good people at Blue Chew. You know what I'm talking about. And people promoting wiener uppers. Those good people, they're sponsoring this podcast. And more importantly, they're sponsoring Bedroom Performance. Blue Chew Gold is better sex in a tablet. That's how they break it down. They combine 4 ingredients into one powerful solution. 2 ingredients get you really kind of just rocked up and 2 support arousal. So they're doing it all. There's a reason Blue Chew is the #1 brand for better sex. Experience it yourself at BlueChew.com. And we've got a special deal for our listeners right now. When you buy 2 months of Blue Chew Gold, you get the 3rd for free with promo code Theo. That's right. Promo code Theo. You will also receive an additional 10% off plus free overnight shipping on your first order. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. We thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the pod and the bedroom. Let me just do one more call here.
Hey, Theo. This is Charles Holland, Chuck Holland.
Hey, Charles. Hey, Chuck.
From good old Orlando, Tennessee. I'm a certified wigger. I am doing work on the new Titan Stadium right now, so I was just wanting your thoughts on what do you think about them building this new stadium, and what do you think about the old one not going to be there no more? Anyway, I just like your thoughts on that.
Amen, brother. Thanks for the call, dude. I think my thoughts are simple. I like the old stadium. I liked it. I'm kind of a romanticist. I like old schooler stuff, traditional stuff a little bit. I think it felt a little bit more like the city. It felt a little bit more comfortable, a little more you could just pull right up. You were right there. The new one, it just feels like it's taking us to a new and bigger place. And I know that's where the city is headed. And I know I'm just a transplant here. So I'm part of the problem, So take my thoughts with a grain of salt. But I'm just saying that's how I feel, bro. From one dub to another, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's black and white to me, just like bro. You feel me, bro? Just like you, bro. You feel me, cut? I just like that smaller feel. It fit a little bit more. Sometimes I worry that Nashville's just becoming more of like a tourist destination than it is a place like a home. But then I don't know. I don't have a family right now. I don't have those other elements that give it that. So those are just my thoughts. But that's how I feel. But at the same time, bless you boys for staying over there and building it. And I'm curious to see, this part of me is curious to see what it looks like. But I don't know. There's something that felt like a little bit more like I like that old F-150, bruh. That's in my heart. My heart's is probably like an 88 F-150, bro. So I like something that would match with that. I like that old stadium right there. But thank you, brother. Praise God. Stay safe, bro. Type shit. BLM, bro. And WLM. You bow both. All right, one last call, man.
Hey, Theo. This is Nate calling you. I'm just feeling really grateful this morning.
Amen, brother. Thanks for the call, Nate. Onward.
5 years ago today, I woke up hungover for the last time. And, man, I'm just a better man than I ever imagined I could be. I've just learned to live in the moment, be present, be right here, deal with my shit, work through my problems. And I feel free. Sitting here today, and I'm just feeling free, man. I'm feeling really, really free.
I wonder if we just call and wish him happy 5 years, you think?
That'd be great.
Yes, you've reached Nate. Give me a message, and I will give you a call.
What's up, Nate? It's Theo from the podcast, dude. You hit the hotline the other day. I just wanted to call and wish you happy 5 years, man. Thanks for just sharing with us, just the positive energy, the possibility, like just the promises that you said that they talk about in the program that that the old stuff will fall away, that you will.
Hello?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey.
What's up, bro? This is Theo. Is this Nate?
Yeah, this is Nate.
What's up, bro? I heard your voicemail on the hotline. I just wanted to call and wish you happy 5 years, dude. We're on the podcast right now, but I can keep it off either way. But just wanted to call and wish you happy 5 years, bro.
Oh, no, that's cool, man. Keep it on. Yeah, thanks. Thanks a bunch, man. It's a big deal for me. I'm real happy. I'm actually out walking on a date with my wife right now. And
let's go. Y'all take walks, huh?
Well, you bet.
Yeah. I like
Yeah,
walks,
we went
bro.
out for went out for some supper. Now we're out on a walk. Got the five. We got 5 kids. All 5 kids are at home because my oldest is 16 and can hang out and watch them. And yeah, life's good, brother.
Bro, supper and a walk. Y'all must be rich, huh?
We ain't rich, but we
I was just
gotta
joking.
get out and we gotta get out and keep knowing each other. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
dude, that's a great point, bro. Dude, I love taking walks. I invited a girl on a walk not even too long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, she kind of bailed the day of, but that's life, bro. What you gonna do? You know, sometimes you just gotta fight. You gotta keep finding somebody that wants to walk, bro.
Right. Someday you'll find the one that'll keep walking with you forever. I
Hey.
got that one. So.
Amen, bro. Amen to that, dude.
Yeah.
Well, we don't want to bug you or hold you up, man, but I just want to say thank you, bro. It's nice of you to call and share that, just that milestone, just that fact that it can happen for people, and just sharing about some of the promises that can come true, man.
Yeah.
Did you believe it when you started that it could happen?
No, man, because I drank for quite a few years, all through my 20s and into my 30s, and I just kind of figured it's just I'm just gonna keep drinking. And then one morning, for me, it's different than for a lot of folks. I think I woke up one morning, and I was like, man, that's it, I'm done. And
But once you quit, once you went to meetings and stuff, did you believe that it would be done, or did you?
I mean, it was hard, right? I mean, it was really, really hard.
Yeah.
It seemed like, you'd get 30 days and then you'd get 60 days and you get 90 days. It's like, man, I'm never going to have a year.
Mm.
And then all of a sudden you blink your eyes and it's 5 years and you don't even think about what you're, at least for me, I don't think about what I'm addicted to anymore. It's just like I said, I'm just sucking life through the tailpipe, It's just like I'm living it raw and it's just so rewarding and free feeling. Whereas before it was like, I mean, I think we have a lot of things in common where it's like my mom wasn't great to me when I was growing up, and I was running from a lot of different things. And here I am, not running from anything anymore and
Amen.
just becoming a better man every day. So, did I think it would? Yeah, no, I didn't, but here it is. And this is going to keep going. So,
Amen, bro. Well, tell your wife that we said hey, and thanks for putting up with you and putting up with anybody, and congratulations, bro.
yeah, thanks, Theo. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. Thanks for sharing your life with everybody, and the honest stuff, because that's where people grow, when we're honest with each other and we just kind of have some vulnerability. So, I appreciate that about you.
Yeah, thanks, man. Sometimes I get scared to share that stuff. I feel like it's I don't know. I feel different ways about it sometimes, but I don't know how else to be sometimes. That's the weird thing.
Yeah, you got to be you, and I think that's a beautiful part of you. So don't ever let that go, man.
Well, thanks, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah, bro. One day at a time, man. That's it, right?
One day at a time.
Amen, bro. Enjoy your walk, dude. Congratulations, bro. And talk to you soon.
Yeah, thanks, brother.
All right, cheers, bro.
Yeah, bye.
Dang, bro. That's awesome, bro. Out on a walk with his wife. Hopeful. That man sounded hopeful. Possible. Gets home, has some kids over there. Things can be okay. Nothing's perfect, but things can be okay, right? So, anyway, I don't know what we're doing, but we're going to keep trying to do it. And that's about all I got today, man. I got to run. I got to meet my friend over there, get a little snack or something over there, and look at my friend has a new they're selling my friend's selling a picnic table over there, so I'm gonna go put a bid in on it. What else? That's about it. So you guys be good to yourselves, man. Thank you for paying attention. I had fun, bro. I think I've been scared sometimes of doing solos, but I had fun today, and I hope we can do this again sooner.
Spectrum, I never miss.
I feel incredible.
Spectrum makes it easy. All your favorite streaming apps with live TV at no extra cost.
In today's video, we're strapping our Xfinity NASCAR to the dyno with no restrictor plate on it to see how much power this thing's really gonna make. Now this is a 358 cubic inch SB2 with a 950 carb on top. Like I said, no restrictor plate. All these guys are usually choked down at the races, but today we're gonna show you the true numbers on how much power this car can really put down. Now, the 1-to-1 is fourth gear. This car's used to going 180 miles an hour at Daytona. Now this dyno isn't gonna like 180 miles an hour, so we might have to choke her down in the third gear. But before we get to the video, let's check out this shop rack because it's pretty bad to the bone. Before we get to ripping the car on the dyno, see what kind of power it makes, I gotta introduce you guys to some of the guys that run SC&S. Tell us a little about what you do here, because this place is like a guy's dream garage.
Yeah, lots of toys in here.
Yes.
Mainly we do a lot of dyno stuff, anything car related, modern, lots of diag stuff. In-house fabrication, in-house dyno, of course, in-house powder coating,
wiring,
diagnoses, anything and everything to make them go fast.
What's sweet is you guys do a lot of new edge stuff too. I mean, if you take a look around, there's a Demon, there's, you know, a Blackwing, there's friggin' R44 up there that they're gonna put on an airboat. I mean, how sick is that? They got RC cars. You guys do a
Tons
lot.
of RCs, yes. Yeah, lots of shop cars as well for the drag strip. We're close to
Oh
Bradenton.
yeah, you guys got your bracket car here. Well, any guesses on what this car is gonna make on the dyno?
I honestly don't even know what it is.
358 inch SB2, dry sump. It's NA, it's got a 950 carb on it, which is a lot. There's no restrictor plate, so you know, normally on these cars when they run them on the track, they put a restrictor plate underneath the carbs to choke them down to like 450 horsepower, but we're going no plate today.
So what, 6-ish? What fuel is it on?
It's on avgas, so 100 leaded.
Is it manual?
It is.
I've been wanting to learn, so let's do it.
Manual?
I'm just kidding.
Well, this is not the car to learn on, okay? It's not an easy clutch.
I'm just kidding.
Morning, guys. It's about 7 a.m. here at Bradenton Motorsports Park. Cleat is testing McFlurry, and they also have the giveaway O2 Camaro SS that they just threw nitrous on. Dang. But right now until Monday night, I'm also dropping a Sur-Ron Ultra B into a random order. That's a brand new Sur-Ron. And you can also double down and get entered into the Camaro giveaway if you buy my merch only. Dynos are always stressful situations. It gets my heart going, my blood pressure up. But we gotta do it for you guys before we pull the motor on this thing. That's right, this 358 cubic inch SB2 is for sale along with the transmission, all right? So we're doing this video to show you what kind of power this thing makes. And if you're interested in purchasing this for your race car or your burnout car or whatever, it's an absolute unit. With that being said, let's strap it to the dyno, see what kind of power it makes.
Tell me, can you hear me? I've been calling out for help, still don't see nobody near me. I'm down and almost underground and so deep in the valley, I can't even tell you which way is the mountain. God, the only word I got, I could probably plan.
I think we start third, see what our mile an hour is.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
See what the tire does, see how it feels.
Yep.
And then we'll go to fourth, which is 1-to-1, and see what she makes.
Yeah, are you gonna do like a full pull off the river? Or are you just gonna do one like half throttle, or what do you
It's up
think?
to you. What do you want?
I mean, I'd say we go full send off the rip.
In third?
Hell yeah.
See what it chips out
She
at?
sounds healthy. I mean, run it out.
You say we're good on fuel, good on oils?
Yep, so we just changed the oil and we topped it off with fuel. We're running avgas, 100 leaded, so.
Spicy.
Spicy. You can smell it. I wish
yeah.
you could smell it through the camera. It smells amazing.
So I set up the other fin on the other side too to kind of push that out, but
yeah,
I think we should be fine.
I agree. your first time driving one of these. A little different, huh?
Yeah, stay in it.
Yeah, you either got to be
It likes
in
a lot more.
Yeah, it does. It wants you in the throttle or out of the throttle. There's no in between. Otherwise, you're just jerking and
I didn't even think
shaking.
about it, and I went from third to fourth. Like, let's go.
Yeah, you got to just go with this car.
For third gear, I mean,
670?
670 to the tire.
Yeah.
That's not horrible.
So what do you think will happen with fourth?
Fourth will go down a little bit.
Yeah, for
not
sure.
Not much, but it'll go down a little bit.
Okay.
But, I mean...
I think for the last one, we take the chip out. Well, let's see the power. Oh, the power curve is peaking out.
And it stopped at like 7,800. So that 8,000 chip is not quite 8,000.
I say we pull it out.
Okay, let's calm down. Hang on, let's see what it makes.
We gotta pull the chip.
What do you think it'll go to?
I would imagine 8,509, right? I mean, it's an SP2, it's Chevrolet.
Chevrolet. And it's not running out of air, so...
I mean, it looks pretty smooth as well.
Let's see what the speed was. I want to see what the wheel speed was, because that's going to be our...
We don't got wheel.
Okay.
There we go. Every time I'm on the dial, that stuff gets my heart pumping. I thought you did great, though, man. You got, like, he was struggling a little bit in first, second years, jerking around. I'm like, this car, you're either in it or you're out. There's no in between. If you try and cruise down the road, like...
It's like your body is actually moving, too, so that's causing that...
I know. It gets like in a resonant of...
Yeah. So, yeah, stay in it.
It'll be fine. All right, I'm interested to see what this wheel speed was. I'm guessing one... It didn't look that fast. 145, maybe?
I can see it if I look down. 130.
Okay. So fourth gear should... We've got enough to go into fourth? Enough space?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
It's just when it gets to like 180, that's like...
Getting a little sketch and a couple straps in the back.
Because of the tires.
Yeah.
On the rollers. We've had them make problems.
Got it.
So
just leave it at that?
We'll just leave it at that.
All right. Say less.
So.
Run it back!
Run it back.
Spectrum, I never miss.
I feel incredible.
Spectrum makes it easy. All your favorite streaming apps with live TV at no extra cost.
Welcome to Refresherland. Kick back with black cherry, bold and tart, or new pink pineapple. A tropical refresh. Dunkin' Refreshers.
Oh no, what a pass!
She gets a little pissed off when she's hot, apparently.
A little bit, yeah. I wonder if it's just like a carburetor.
For sure.
Needs like a gasket between it.
Probably.
Letting it sit doesn't help.
Yeah.
When they're made, like you said, made to go for hours. So.
Wonder what the oil pressure was on that run. A lot, I'll tell you. Because this thing's got a dry sump, and she's making about 60 to 80 pounds forever. This thing cranks oil. Hell yeah, dude. That was freaking good. 560 pounds of torque at 668 horsepower. That's more than our
We made 671 the first
time. Yeah, so 3 horsepower difference though. And
big gear change, yeah.
I'm curious what the mile an hour was on that rear tire before she chipped out.
Let's see, so it did go to 8.
Yeah.
78-ish.
I feel like it's kind of still going.
It's not stopping, let's put it that way. So that's your call. I'll look away. Yeah, 160.
Do we pull the chip on it? Let her rev out a little bit longer?
We could load the dyno down a little bit more too if you wanted, but...
I just think we chip out, you rev it. Did you watch the tach? Was it pretty accurate?
Yeah, right at 8. 78.8.
So pull it out at like 9?
Sure, whatever
Do you have a 9 chip in here?
We actually
MSD?
might. It's like a 6, you just turn it upside down, man. Let me see what we got.
So the difference with this car compared to something like, this has an MSD ollie on it, which has a chip that you can set your rev limiter to. And right now there's an 8,000 chip in it. So they're gonna see if they have a 9 here. You can see it right here. Take a look at that chance. It says 8,000 on it.
Oh yeah.
I say we just pull it. Should we just pull the chip on it? Should we just pull the chip on it?
He's trying to get approval for bad decisions.
Oh. Approval? Yeah. So if anything happens, it was your idea.
Okay. I'm down with that.
Say we pull it.
I'm not sure what happens if you don't have one in there.
The engine will explode if you rev it out too high. I mean, there's a limiting factor of how fast those parts can spin. So I'd rev it out to like 9 and just stick it out of it from there. Wouldn't you say?
I would.
We don't even know where this guy came from. He just walked around back.
Oh, I'm the expert.
This is the owner, guys. Obviously, he has a problem like we do. Clearly, after seeing his shop. Well, appreciate you letting us rip here, man. This is awesome. Hear that?
Anytime.
Right around the corner, man.
Yeah. Literally right around the corner.
Right here.
All right, let's pull the chip, run her out till 9, see what she can make. We just did 6.
It's your car. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Whatever happens in here, happens in here.
You said we could do it. It was your idea.
No. I got a waiver.
You said we could just pull it, and I said that's not a bad idea. Oh, what was our wheel speed on that?
That went to 160.
160? Okay, cool.
Like 160, 165. So, but they feel okay, so I'm down to do whatever you want.
Pull chip.
Pull the chip.
Pull the chip. We're gonna call the previous owner and see what he thinks about it and get his guess on what this thing made for power. Hey, Gene, question for you. Is there a warranty on this car? I'm just kidding. Any guesses on what it made for power? You're on camera, by the way.
Well, a good number would be between 7 and 750.
A little low.
Okay. What do you like revving out to what?
Well, 7 or 8,000 in that range.
Okay. It's pretty hot out today, so we made 668, right?
Here's a question: is that number that he's talking about to the flywheel? Because
No.
there is gear
Well,
chain.
that's at the rear wheels. That's what I'm assuming you're talking about.
Yeah, we made 668 wheel.
The engine, if you did the engine by itself, it'd be obviously higher. So what did you get?
668, but it's pretty hot and humid out right now.
Well, did anybody fool with the carburetor jetting or anything?
No, and we are running avgas still, so.
Well, that shouldn't make much difference, but to be honest with you, that's what guys do, and, and I'm not there, and I'm not saying I know all the answers, but a lot of times if you get somebody to start tweaking it when you're on the dyno.
You lean it out a little bit?
Well, either way, I can't even remember what jets I've got in that carburetor, or were in there.
Well, she's running strong.
That's just a stock carburetor.
Yeah. Hey, another question for you. Should we pull the chip for the next pull?
Did you get to 8,000?
Yeah.
I don't think it'll make any difference.
The dyno is not stopping.
The dyno's not stopping. What do you think we should rev it out to, like 9?
Well, you're on your own after 8.
All right, we'll talk soon. I'll let you know how it ends up.
What kind of oil pressure did you have at like high RPM?
We don't look at that.
Well, you should. But anyway, it is adjustable as well.
The oil pressure, yeah, on the dry side. All right, well, we're going to fire it back up, rev it out a little bit higher, and see how she does.
All right, good luck.
Thanks, Gene. You heard that. Warranty's voided after 8,000 RPM, so that's on you.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
I'm thinking like tickle 8,500 and then let out.
I thought you said 9.
Let's just see how it goes.
Break out the mop bucket.
So what we're talking about is the power curve started to go back down again, which means it peaked at 671 horsepower on a hot motor on a hot day. This thing is ready to go in someone's burnout car, their drift car, their drag car. This SP2 is for sale, and if you're interested in the engine and trans, make sure you guys hit me up, because this is one bad unit, that's for sure. How much torque? 506 foot-pounds of torque. Damn. Chip is going back in. Oh, what were we ever out to? 85 hundo?
Yeah, that's what we were at.
What was the wheel speed on that? Does it say?
I don't even know how these things doing that.
170.
Oh,
175.
damn.
Dude, that's crazy. 175 mile an hour. Time to hit I-75. Well, if you guys like this video, make sure you subscribe. If you're interested in the engine, I'll put my email in the description below. Thank you for watching. If you have any automotive needs in the Sarasota area, make sure you hit up SC&S. These guys are the goats of what they do. They've got a fab shop, powder coat. They do new edge, old edge, wiring, diagnosing. So I'll put their information in the description below. We'll see you on the next video.
Focus where the lens is, custom made for me the metric. Show you fit right in the schedule, and girl, you fit like Lululemon, and yeah, I'm lost for words. Tell me who's running first, no mistakes.
The Spectrum, I never miss.
I feel incredible.
Damn.
Spectrum makes it easy. All your favorite streaming apps with live TV at no extra cost.
Oh!
Doug Jr.,
you take it. Coach, you should run the Customize with Liberty Mutual and save hundreds
Fuck.
a play.
That's not a play.
Okay, but you could save hundreds on car insurance play.
Also not a play. Center it.
Only pay for what you need.
Oh! Oh! Fuck.
And NASCAR at Naval Base Coronado. The wait is over. It's time for the race on the base.
I don't even know how the fuck that just happened.
California. Look at him fan out down to turn 2.
Best stock car drivers in the world, proving why they are labeled just that as they cleanly get through turns 1, turns 2, working their way through turns 3. This challenge, pretty monumental. These guys are doing an amazing job.
Yeah, this tough part of the course where there's a lot of different surfaces down the back straightaway headed toward turn 5. Long sweeper. Either underdrive or overdrive this. It's really hard to get through here and get acceleration out of this turn. A huge bump exiting this. It's a little trough right there that they have to drive through. Very uncomfortable for the drivers. Down into turn 6. Good braking zone, opportunity to try to make a pass, but you have to switch back. If you don't complete the pass, you're on the outside going through turn 7.
That's exactly right, Dan. We're to that area of the racetrack now where every corner is kind of paired with another. That was 6, 7, 8, 9, 8. A left-hander, a defensive move right here out of the 54 of Ty Gibbs, but Kyle Larson was able to get to his left, but now Ty is in the preferred position. Driver's right, heading into the right-hander.
Chris Buescher right there with him in the 17. Really, really good road racer. Talking about him prior to the green flag. SVG able to get the early jump. Has the advantage over Carson Hocevar.
Larson grabbing a few spots right there, being aggressive at the start of this race. Some drivers will be real timid at the very beginning running this first lap. Other drivers going after that, taking advantage and putting people in bad situations.
And now this is a
little contact
Damn.
right there.
Suarez, Zane Smith get together.
Suarez, I think, let Zane back in, knowing that the contact was probably his fault. Says, man, I'm so thankful you're still rolling. I'm going to give you the spot back. Zilich and Priest battle into the chicane side by side. Left side of those tires. I'm not sure the 88 was going to do it. A little walk up. If you miss that chicane, you're going to have to serve a penalty about a half a lap from here. In turn 8, there's a spot to stop.
Side by side through 16. We've seen a lot of cars getting to the wall there on corner exit. Across the finish line. Starting lap 2.
Whew, that was only one lap. Are you sure? Felt like 5 or 6.
I'm already worn out. 71 is Michael McDowell. Really, really good road racer. Great start to the weekend for Team Spire. And he's racing with Connor Zilich in the 88. And right behind them, impressive weekend as well for Austin Hill in the 33.
Cindric is trying to... Zilich is trying to stop the loss of positions here. He was really frustrated with his qualifying lap. Here he's lost his position or 2 at the beginning of the race.
That's that 88 Red Bull on the hood. He's under attack again, Dale.
Austin Hill now to the inside. Austin Hill has been phenomenal all weekend. He was really good last week at Pocono. Relatively good speed all weekend long. He's been nothing but fast in this Cup car here in San Diego. Won yesterday in the O'Reilly Series. No real surprise there, but the speed in the Cup car is real.
Suarez in the 38 of Smith. Making it worked out this time. The 7 of Suarez gets through.
He was very delicate, though, when he made the pass after what happened last time around. Leaders to turn 8.
Zilic losing another spot possibly here as the 5 of Larson trying to grab another position. Larson up several spots at the beginning of this race.
You know, Larson was quick in practice. Didn't have the qualifying run he wanted, but we're showing a lot of speed early out of driver 5. There he goes.
Oh, a car around. It's Dylan right here.
Yeah, I think that's a turn 9. The exit of turn 9, the right-hander. Whoa.
Guys, if you're still balding in 2026,